Bill with Fugly Pushco. Welcome to Make Dirt Track Racing Fun again. Today this episode, we are interviewing Claudia. Say your last name.
Sigala.
There you go. That's why I'm not saying it. I just met Claudia today. She drives the number 619 sprint car. That's what I know. So I know you obviously drive a sprint car. What else do you drive? Or what else have you driven? Sorry.
To be honest with you, the sprint car is the first car I've ever touched.
Okay.
First race car I've ever driven.
That is freaking badass.
I've never driven a mini, never driven a stock, nothing.
So how did you get into a sprint car racing?
I don't know. One morning I woke up and I asked to be in a cruiser because I need to start as a beginner, and somehow I ended up asking for the sprint car, and it just happened.
Really?
Yeah, they thought I was gonna get scared with the speed, but it was love up. Like, it was love. As soon as I touched the car and I was able to throttle it.
Yeah, you looked really comfortable last night. We saw you. We didn't know you, but we watched your car quite a bit last night. You looked really comfortable.
Thank you. I think it took me a while to get to my comfort, to that comfort. Just because at the beginning when I started racing, it was so uncomfortable. So many things. I started, and when I started, it was not like I didn't get everything done immediately, like the to-do list. So the car was really uncomfortable for me. And then once we started, like last year, we started getting everything together. The car has been 10 times better, and I've been driving a lot better, and it feels good.
So is there other family members that have raced, or are you the first one?
Yeah, my dad. He's been racing since 2008.
Oh, okay. Does he also drive a sprint car?
He did. That was his car.
Oh,
and
you
I just
took his car?
It from him. He was selling it, but I just took it.
That's a dad thing. I understand. So, how long have you been racing?
Since this would be my third year.
Wow. So you're really new to this, too.
Really new to this. When I started, I didn't know what sprint cars were. I didn't know you had to set up the bars. I didn't know you had to, space out the tires. I didn't know any of this. And now that I'm coming into it, it's a lot of work, and you just gotta be really dedicated to this, because it's really stressful, and just gotta be really, really dedicated and love what you're doing.
So how many times have you raced here at Thunder Raceway?
This would be my first time.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it last night?
It was a little tricky, due to the fact that this is kind of like my hometown in Albuquerque. The track is similar.
Okay.
Very tiny. But the issue that I've had here is that my car is loose.
Oh, okay.
It's so loose, so I need to tighten it up. But overall, I love the track.
Now, I heard that you had Bob Ream Jr. helping you a little bit today.
Yeah.
So I've known him a long time. That guy's brilliant.
Love that guy. Yeah, he's great.
Have you ever met him before this weekend?
Yeah, I met him in Casa Grande. His driver took both nights.
Jake Helsel.
Yeah, and he helped me out with the wing because my wing was torn apart. My nose wing, I ran without it that night, and he gave me one, and it was so nice. I didn't ask for it or anything, and just one morning he was like, "I have a wing," and I was like, "Wow, that's amazing." And
that's a lot of the reason that we wanted to get this video stuff going and do the interviews. It's not really about us. We're trying to get people. A lot of people don't realize what goes on
behind the scenes.
You see the 4 or 5 drivers get to go on the front straightaway at the end of the night, and they've got 30 seconds to get all their sponsors in. There's so much more that happens, and so many great people in the sport that we all love.
A lot of great people in the sport.
So my last question is, if somebody's watching this, and we hope they are, that has never been to a dirt track before, never been to a dirt track race, what would you tell them to get them to come out and watch, and what would you tell them to look out for besides a bunch of cars turning left?
To be honest with you, I would motivate them to go meet the drivers. Yeah. I've noticed, and I love it when people go to the car and want to know about it because you're into it, and just telling them about it and them getting a little bit more experience. And they're just going to notice while they're like watching you driving, they're going to be like, "Oh, that's wrong. Like, go fix it,"
Yeah.
A lot of our like fans and stuff can learn and meet with us, and it'll be fun, and I think
I've noticed when I sit in the grandstands that suddenly, especially if I've had like 3 beers, I know exactly what you're doing wrong on the track. Exactly. And I can tell you how to win.
There you go.
Well, that's we try to keep these around 3-4 minutes, but we appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we hope you have a great night tonight. I'd love to see you get in the top 5.
Thank you. I hope so. I think we got the setup.
What's your best finish?
My best finish was about like a month ago in Amarillo. He took them by half of the track first, and main event was third place.
That is awesome. Good
It was
for
really
only
good.
being this for 3 years. That's really good.
It feels good. It feels so good, and just like you said, being in it for so little time, I think
I
I'm
think you're
doing
doing
really
good.
good. So I can't give myself so much stuff, you know.
Yeah,
So
don't be too hard on yourself. You've made us a fan this weekend, so I'm really
yeah,
glad we got to talk to you. I'm really glad we
me
got to
too.
meet you.
Thank you.
And thank you again for joining us. If you come out to the races, go down and meet Claudia, meet her dad. We got to talk to him a little bit earlier as well. Very nice people. I'm sure she'd love to give you an autograph, and maybe
Yeah,
you can get your picture taken with the car or even sit in it.
yeah, of course.
Thank you for joining us.